and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, and paying off debt and retiring early. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. Okay, today I'm going to do my weekly check-in for the last week of February, and then we're also going to close out the month of February today as well. I'm combining videos because I just don't have enough time to film a bunch of different videos, so I'm trying to combine things together. Like yesterday, I combined a sticker release with my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out because I am having a pretty sweet giveaway over there. Okay, so so this here is the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I have a link to her website in the description box below. This here is a Plum Paper notebook, which is about $16. And if you've never purchased a Plum Paper product before, you can get 10% off your first order. I can give you a unique discount code. All you need to do is email me at jbleecher@gmail.com and let me know that you've never ordered with them before, and I can get you a 10% off your first order. I'm also going to be using a couple of items from Amazon. I'm going to be using this personal planner today, which is from Amazon, and I think it runs about $8, and it comes in like every color of the rainbow. I do have an Amazon storefront, so everything I use from Amazon is in the storefront. These here are on Amazon. They are retractable Sharpies that I use to code my budgeting. And then I use this erasable pen by Pilot, and it's called Friction. These printable envelopes are available in my Etsy shop. These budget category stickers that I use, they are from my friend Cara Jo Plans Etsy shop. I do have a link to her Etsy shop below, as well as a discount code for you guys. And then the stickers that are from my shop are also linked down below, as well as a discount code to my Etsy shop. Okay, let's jump right in. These pages are called the Paycheck Bill Tracker. So we're going to come back to this in a minute. This was my budget for this week. Here is all the money that I spent this week, and then here are the totals for each category. This is going to come in handy when we move over to the notebook. Instead of going through this list with you, I like to just lay down stickers on the calendar. I think it's more fun for you guys that way. So let's do that. Let's go over everything that I spent this week, and then we will close out the budget. Okay, let's start with bills. We got a bill from one of Logan's doctors. They had forgotten to charge us our co-pays. And so they sent us a pretty large bill. Our co-pays are $25 a time, and they didn't bill us for 8 sessions, so we had to pay $200 all at once. I debated making that a medical expense, but I just decided to make it a bill because our weekly medical budget is not that high, and it's not a debt because we're not paying it off over time. It's just a one-time thing, so I just made it a bill. Okay, we also paid the city. Actually, this came out on February 7th, way up here, and I never included it in the budget, so I needed to go back and add that. So those were the only 2 bills that we had this week. Let's talk about debts. We had our van payment come out this week, and it was $445. Then we had my student loan come out for $270. And then loan number 2, which is a personal loan that we have, that came out this week as well, and that was $566. Okay, moving on to food. The last couple weeks were really bad food-wise. We did a lot of takeout, but this week's a little bit better. Let's take a look. So we did go to Sam's to get groceries this weekend, and while we were there, we ended up getting 2 slices of pizza for $5. And then we got groceries for $152 while we were there. Everything that happens on Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes out on the Monday for our bank. So that's why I just kind of spread them out between these 2 days. Even though they all say 2/22, I just spread it out between these 2 days. Sometimes I move over to this day if I need more space. Okay, so let's see. I also went to the grocery store that I like, which is called Fairway. I only spent $59 there because we went over budget at Sam's Club. So I only spent $59 at Fairway, where I would normally spend $100 at Fairway. We would spend $50 on groceries at at Sam's, and $100 at Fairway usually. So we'll see how this all works out at the end. Okay, next. On Friday, I got Logan Bebops, but it didn't come out until Monday, which I don't have space. I'm going to put it here. That was $7. This week I had Subway. We have this deal at my school where Subway will give us a meal for $6. It's a pretty good deal. They give us a 6-inch, a cookie, chips, and a drink, all for $6, and then they deliver it to our school once a week. So I've been taking advantage of that lately, and I know it's kind of a luxury, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of like helps me get me through the week, knowing that I'm going to have that on Thursdays. Okay, and then this Friday, I also got Logan Bebops again. Oh, let me stop doing that. Okay, we got gas at Sam's Club on the 21st for $39. Our budget was $40, so that was pretty close to budget. We had a shopping trip to Target as well, and I cannot remember what we got. We only spent $34. You know, Target can add up quickly. I have no idea what we got. I think vitamins, but I'm not sure. Okay, then we had a pharmacy purchase on Wednesday for $16. So that was one of our medical. Oh, sorry, Target was a miscellaneous, by the way. A miscellaneous expense. And that was our only miscellaneous expense this week. And this is our only pharmacy expense. We did not have any household expenses. And sinking funds, cash envelope, we did have a few things I want to go over with you, but I do want to point out that I have switched to dark blue so that it will match my highlighter, which is dark blue. I asked Cara to make these, and she did. So thank you, Cara. Okay, so first of all, we had 2 birthdays this week. Logan's birthday and my mom's birthday. So we had one birthday expense. I'm like totally out of room. I'm gonna put it here. We had one birthday expense for $111, and we had another birthday gift expense for $49. Now there is going to be a couple more birthday expenses, but they haven't come out yet, so they will come out next week. And then one of our cash envelopes is David's spending money, which is $40. I didn't give myself spending money, and I'm going to go over all that with you now. Well, before I do that, let's go to the notebook, and then we will go over all of this. Okay, so I'm going to turn back here to this page, and we will add those numbers to the notebook. Okay, so this is the amount that we had budgeted for this pay period, which was only a week long. I accidentally wrote my bills and debt amount together, and I'm just going to leave it because I did not use a erasable pen when I wrote that. So these two are combined today. So let's go ahead and compare what our budgeted was to our actual. So we budgeted $17.96. Let's see, we had $512 for bills and $12.81 for debt. So that came to $17.93. Okay, food, we budgeted $150 and we ended up spending $239. Gas, we budgeted $40 and we ended up spending $39. Miscellaneous, we budgeted $25 and we spent $34. Medical, we budgeted $50 and we spent $16. House, we had a budget of $100 and we didn't spend anything on house expenses this week. Okay, sinking funds, cash envelopes, we had $365 budgeted, but I didn't do my cash envelopes, but I'm not going to do my cash envelopes because I overspent on birthday gifts. Well, see, okay, I think we spent, Okay, so here, let me just do this first. Yes, so we ended up spending $200. So 40 of that was David's spending money, which is part of our normal cash envelopes. But the rest, so let's see, 200 minus 40. Okay, so I spent $160 on birthday gifts. Let's see how much we have in our envelope for birthdays. 20, 40, 45, 50. So I only have 50, which I'm going to deposit into the account, our account. So, but we spent 160. So as you can see, we were still over budget, which is why I'm going to hold off on the cash envelopes for now. I might add more money to cash envelopes for the next stuffing, but we'll have to see when we close out the budget if I'm able to do that. Okay, so now let's figure out the difference for everything. So starting with bills, we had $17.96 and we spent $17.93. That's a positive difference of $3. Food, we had $150, we spent $239. That's a negative amount of $89. Gas, we were positive by $1. Miscellaneous, we were negative $9. Oops, because we had 25 and we spent 34. Okay, now I'm feeling less confident in my math skills. 34 minus 25. Yes, it was 9. Okay. We had 50 budgeted for medical, but we only spent 16. That's $34 positive. Okay, house, we ended with 100 positive because we didn't spend anything. And then sinking funds cash envelopes, we do have a little bit left over. We have 165 left over, but that's not enough to do our normal cash envelope stuffing, which would have been $240. Okay, so all together, let me see what the budgeted amount was. Okay, so our budget amount was $25.26. Now I'm going to see how much we actually spent. Okay, so we started with we budgeted $25.26. We spent $23.21. So I'm really surprised we actually ended in the positive, right? Wait, now I'm confused. Yeah. So let's see. Let me take $25.26 and subtract $23.21, and that gives us a positive amount of $205. So I'm going to add all these together and see if that equals 205. Yes. Okay, so we're positive 205. Now to do our full cash envelope stuffing, we would need 240. So let's take a look at that now and see what we should do. Okay, so let's start up here with income. We rolled over a negative amount from our last pay period because we overspent. We had one payday for $3,382. Now there's some unexpected income here, so I'm going to go ahead and write that right now. So we had side hustle income, which is Etsy and YouTube. And that was for $12.64 was the actual amount. We had budgeted nothing for that. I'm going to go ahead and write these negative 204, positive 3,382. Okay, and then $12.64. And then I need 2 more slots. I don't have enough space. Okay, so I'm going to add, this is really frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 things on this line. So our paycheck for the first came in early. It came in on the 26th, so that already came in, and that was for $18.42. And then we're going to add the birthday money from our cash envelope. What was that? Was that 50? Let's see, 20, 40, 45, 50. Yes. We also are going to deposit that money. So 50. Okay, and this is 0 as well, budgeted because we didn't budget for those. So $18.42 plus 50. That's $18.92. Okay, so let me add all of this up together. So we started with a negative 204. Thank you for the person who told me to do that. Last time I couldn't figure out how to do a negative number. They're like, push that little button. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, so plus 3382 plus 1264 plus 1892, 6334, which I know sounds like a lot of money, but this is this paycheck is for our next pay period, so that's part of it. Okay, 6334. So let's come here to, oh, I didn't write in these actual amounts. Well, let's do it together right now. Okay, I know that this was actually 200. This was actually 445. This was 566. This was 270, and this was 312. Okay, I'm surprised I remember all those, but they were all the same except for this one was less by $3. So we budgeted $17.96, but it's going to be $17.93. It's $3 less than what we budgeted. So $63.34 minus $17.93 equals $45.41. Are you out of view? Sorry about that. There we go. So we are currently at $45.41. So we're starting here with $45.41. Okay, so let me just pull this out. See where we were. Okay, so our actual food was $239. Our miscellaneous was $34. Our gas was $39. Our medical was $16. House was $0. Spending, we budgeted $80, but we only gave David his, and mine stayed in the bank because I was worried that I had spent too much money, so I just left mine in the bank. I didn't take out Logan's allowance, so that's $0. I left teaching money in the bank, and I left Fun Friday money in the bank. Okay, so let me see how much this is first. Add all these together. Okay, $368 is what we spent. We budgeted $490. So $4,541 minus $368 equals $41.73. Okay, let's go up to the sinking funds. Okay, we're starting with $41.73. So I ended up not taking this money out. We might end up putting a little bit more in our envelopes during the next cash envelope stuffing to make up for it. But for today, this is all $0. So we end up spending nothing for sinking funds. So 4173 minus nothing is still 4173. I am going to erase this because I believe we are going to be able to make a payment. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that. This is where the erasable pen comes in handy. Sorry, you were out of view again. I need to be more aware of that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is what I erased. I had a line going through here and I erased it because I think we're going to be able to pay off some extra debt. Okay, so let's come down here. We have $4,173 left. Okay, so what we need for this next pay period, we are going to need, I already looked ahead, and we're going to need $2,520. I got this number from my Excel spreadsheet because I always do an Excel spreadsheet before I come to the notebook. So that's how much money we need to pay our bills at the beginning of the next, for the next pay period. And we already have that income on this sheet because we got the check early. So for my rollover, I need $2,520. So that's where I was saying it looks really good, but in reality, there's a lot of money that's already designated for bills. So $2,520 is going to be our actual amount that we're going to roll over. And then I wanted to put some money into our $1,000 cushion, but I also want to do a debt snowball And I'm trying to decide if I want to do, I think I'm going to skip sinking funds. I think I'm just going to leave it at 0 and just move on with my life. Okay, so let's see what we're left with and how much I should put towards the cushion and how much towards our debt snowball. So 4173 minus 2520, that gives us 1653. I think, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do our $1,000 cushion, so that goal will be complete. Yes, that is cool. And then I'll put 653 towards the debt snowball. Okay, so, okay, let's just do all the math and make sure this all works out. So 4173 minus 2520 equals 1653 minus 1000 equals 653. 653. Okay, and then I'm going to come up here, 653. It's going to go to debt snowball. So that is extra debt total. Oh wait, so that's 653. So we're paying 653 towards our debt snowball, which means I have 0 left over, which is how I want it. I want to end with 0. Well, I have to admit, guys, so I didn't do these numbers before sitting down with you, and I have to admit that I'm shocked that this turned out way, way better than I thought it was. I thought we had a bad week, but we ended up being able to fill our $1,000 cushion and make a pretty good size payment to our debt snowball as well. So, yay! That is super exciting. Okay, so later this week I will be doing my budget setup for the month of March. So I hope you will come back and join me for that. I also have to do cash envelope stuffing. Already the new one, not this one, but the new one, it's already due. So I've got those videos coming up this week, and I hope you will join me for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.